to the humanitarian crisis in Syria must also include a strategy to address the brutal regime that has fueled and financed it. The corrupt dictatorship in Iran. Iran's leaders sow chaos, death, and destruction.
For the skin and the IQ, Tropicarcinoma.
I'm a lifeguard and I love Tropicarcinoma. I even coat my eye.
It's on now, fool.
Over here.
Ask me, why spend time in the sun if it's dangerous and you don't want to tan? And I just laugh and try not to think about it.
Tropicarcinoma. Give the sun a challenge.
Have you heard the #1 gardening show in San Andreas? If not, here's what you're missing.
Well, why don't you just go buy your vegetables at the grocery store then, you sycophant? God, I just don't understand people. You go to hell. Well, screw you too, Mom. See if you're ever on the show again. Next call.
Yeah, what's that plant that blooms every 12 years? If it's put high and smells like hell, I want to plant one on my ex-wife's lawn.
It's called Amorphophallus titanium. God, I love to say that. Amorphophallus titanium. The sound of it gives me a redwood in my khakis. If I come back as a superhero, I want to be called that. It's Amorphophallus titanium, the rare botanical wonder. See his 8-foot protrusion as he pollinates on everyone.
But why does it sting so bad?
It's about marking your territory, my dear. You don't mark your territory, do you? You should try it.
They do not respect their neighbors or borders or the sovereign rights of nations. Instead, Iran's leaders plunder the nation's resources to enrich themselves and to spread mayhem across the Middle East and far beyond. The Iranian people are rightly outraged that their leaders have embezzled billions of dollars from Iran's treasury, seized valuable portions of the economy, and looted the people's religious endowments, all to line their own pockets and send their proxies to wage war. Not good. Iran's neighbors have paid a heavy toll for the region's agenda of aggression and expansion. That is why so many countries in the Middle East strongly supported my decision to withdraw the United States from the horrible 2015 Iran nuclear deal and reimpose nuclear sanctions. The Iran deal was a windfall for Iran's leaders. In the years since the deal was reached, Iran's military budget grew nearly 40%. The dictatorship used the funds to build nuclear-capable missiles, increase internal repression, finance terrorism, and fund havoc and slaughter in Syria and Yemen. The United States has launched a campaign of economic pressure to deny the regime the funds it needs to advance its bloody agenda. Last month, we began reimposing hard-hitting nuclear sanctions that have been lifted under the Iran deal. Additional sanctions will resume November 5th, and more will follow. And we are working with countries that import Iranian crude oil to cut their purchases substantially. We cannot allow the world's leading sponsor of terrorism to possess the planet's most dangerous weapons. We cannot allow a regime that chants death to America and that threatens Israel with annihilation to possess the means to deliver a nuclear warhead to any city on earth. Just can't do it. We ask all nations to isolate Iran's regime as long as its aggression continues. And we ask all nations to support Iran's people as they struggle to reclaim their religious
Well, I love to slum
and
about in a
righteous
building.
destiny. This year,
Far East. Next caller, you're on the Wild Traveler.
Hey, I've been listening to you go on and on about traveling. Do you know how expensive it is to fly to Asia? Russia saw the light. They're all coming here to set up crime families and run numbers. South America, everyone went extinct there. They have less culture there than the content of my toilet bowl. Rainforest, schmain forest. And Mexico, if I wanted to be that close to my ancient ancestors, I'd be banging my mother-in-law instead of my wife's best friend.
Look, we can fight like beasts or agree to disagree. I'm sure the summit of your aspirations in life is a cheerleader with fake guns, but some of us think a little more exotically than this. Next caller, vamos, buenos dias and noches. If you don't smile, I won't deep. Order! Sorry, got lost for a second. Speak.
Hey, I love this show. I'm a huge fan. I visit all the places you recommended, and a lot of them, they're still talking about you. I even got posters of you in the customs at the airport in the Philippines. You rock!
No doubt, I loved Manila. Had a great time.
But that show you did last week, what was the name of that spiritual center in Bangkok?
The Wild Dragon's Happy Ending. Very spiritual.
we also took another significant step forward in the Middle East in recognition of every sovereign state to determine its own capital. I moved the U.S. Embassy in Israel to Jerusalem. The United States is committed to a future of peace and stability in the region, including peace between the Israelis and the Palestinians. That aim is advanced, not harmed, by acknowledging the obvious facts. America's policy of principled realism means we will not be held hostage to old dogmas, discredited ideologies, and so-called experts who have been proven wrong over the years, time and time again. This is true not only in matters of peace, but in matters of prosperity. We believe that trade must be fair and reciprocal. The United States will not be taken advantage of any longer. For decades, the United States opened its economy, the largest by far on earth, with few conditions. We allowed foreign goods from all over the world to flow freely across our borders. Yet, other countries did not grant us fair and reciprocal access to their markets in return. Even worse, some countries abused their openness to dump their products, subsidize their goods, target our industries, and manipulate their currencies to gain unfair advantage over our country. As a result, our trade deficit ballooned to nearly $800 billion a year. For this reason, we are systematically renegotiating broken and bad trade deals. Last month, we announced a groundbreaking U.S.-Mexico trade agreement. And just yesterday, I stood with President Moon to announce the successful completion of the brand new U.S.-Korea trade deal. And this is just the beginning. Many nations in this hall will agree that the world trading system is in dire need of change. For example, countries were admitted to the World Trade Organization that violate every single principle on which the organization is based. While the United States and many other nations play by the rules, these countries use government-run industrial planning and state-owned enterprises to rig the system in their favor. They engage in relentless product dumping, forced
I want you to take off your blouse. Stand at the window, stand there for hours each night. Lure them in. Trapping rogue spirits is dangerous, especially topless. Take lots of photographs. All right, who's got a theory for me? Next.
Hey man, love the show, but when are you guys gonna start seeing the bigger picture? You've been lied to, man. And guys like you don't help much, you know. You're virtually one of them. Soon you know what I'm talking about.
If people could please just attempt to make sense, that's all I'm asking. Last night, as I was laying in my pod meditating, and it occurred to me, why are you even listening to me? Turn off all electrical devices, including your radio. Hector and San Garcia, why are you still listening?
Because I was hoping you could explain these noises.
What noises?
God, not you too.
Now think about the things we talked about today. Think, seriously think. Can it be real? Can it be false? We'll see you next time in Area 53. Be careful out there, wherever you are.
That was Area 53. We're sorry.
Sounds like you got a nasty cough.
Yeah? No shit.
Here, baby. Try this.
Soothe?
Yeah, Soothe annihilates cough and cold symptoms.
Wow, I'm seeing donkeys.
That's the patented cough-killing concoction of codeine, morphine, and alcohol. Your phone will be whistling. I suppose now.
Who the hell are you?
I'm your wife, fool.
Soothe kills a cough fast. And for the kid's chesty cough, it's Soothe Junior, the medication that comes in a fun, animal-shaped container kids will love.
Hey, look at me. I'm digging on medication just like Dad.
Medicine doing his magic.
Thanks to Soothe, his cough is history. With Soothe, you'll forget you had a cough, your name, or where to properly go to the bathroom. Feel better fast with Soothe.
Up next on WCTR, it's The Man Coaches Hate. It's Derek Thackeray in the tight end zone. Brought to you by Eris Pump Up Shoes, because women love a winner, and winners wear shoes.
We could start with
finals, rich and popular people are fighting it out. Attention, the country is in mourning. And most importantly, sportswear. We talked to a fitness expert about the crucial role of endorsed clothing. And who can forget, we visit the greatest moments.
Here he comes, he's in the shadows. There he is he gonna make it? Yes, he did. Ladies and gentlemen, what you have just witnessed is the biggest moment in world history. Who cares about a Declaration of Independence or discovery of penicillin? You have just seen one man score a point. When the rest of the world discovers TV, they'll be able to see this. Wow, isn't that amazing? He did what he was paid to do.
We love sports more than you. Love it or loathe it, let's talk about it. Stay in the tight and let's go to the phones.
Yeah, the Wolves! Hey Derek, my name's Jason and I'm a Wolves fan. First time caller. I don't vote, I can't be bothered. But I will kick your ass. Disrespect my sports team.
Okay, the Wolves, that's team playing sports as if they cared.
Yeah, the Wolves! I don't care who's sleeping with who on the team.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. Hey, let's take another call. Who's on the phone? Hello, caller, you're on with the tight end of the radio.
Hey, I'm a big Olympics fan. Always have been, since day one. Send everyone.
Me too, I love the games, especially the luge. I'm married, so sliding down an icy tunnel of doom at high speed makes sense.
Yeah, I know about frigid action myself. I mean, they gotta be kidding me. Since when has running been an Olympic sport? Running ain't a sport. Don't make me puke. Anyone can run. My ex-wife made me an athlete. I ran my ass off when the Red Baron flew into town.
I tell you, when I was a kid, there were only 3 sports that mattered. Football, baseball, and killing communists. And...
Get your... Shit!
personally. God, I love a dude with a big pituitary gland. I love the talisman, but you know, this year, I'm telling you, they're going to need to score some points and get some yardage and win the game.
Yeah, if they don't win, men will be beat.
Why don't you get your... What y'all waiting for?
Paid for it, things get really complicated.
Man, I was at their training camp this spring, and the mood in the locker room, dude, guys were getting changed.
You gonna... For the grove, dude. We gotta put work in. You wanna roll with me?
Perceptive stuff. You know, we've been petitioning stadiums to install a urinal trough in front of each row of seats. Now, it's so inconvenient having to leave your seat, make everyone stand up, you know, to let you by, then go stand in line for the bathroom. I mean, half the time we can barely walk anyway, all right? So we'll be handing out petitions that say support the team. Don't leave the game, pee at your seat. Going to the phone.
I'm a big Spy fan. Love a bit of punch up. Kiss my wife and children out there in the shelter. My friend said, yeah, you obviously love hitting things. So I've gotten in the box. How about that fight between Gonzalez and Yen?
Well, there's one thing about boxing I always remember. You know, one man wins, the other goes home a loser. Because in boxing, unlike most sports, gravity works downwards.
You gotta be shitting me.
Hey, Derek Thackeray, don't shit on no one. But, it's a seat, and on my seat too. Not really on it, so stay out of the way.
Yo, the fight that ain't rigged, is it?
Of course not. Hey, how could anything professional be fake? Hey, there's too much money at stake for one thing. I mean, these guys got too much to lose. I mean, why is a guy gonna take a dive for a few extra million when he could earn that over a number of years getting his brain turned to pulp? Be serious for a minute. The clock is counting down again. It's time for Derek to head to the locker room and celebrate in the shower. We'll see you next time. Bring a cooler full of beers and get ready to riot. This has been the Tight End Zone.
And this is WCTR, proving that radio is better than TV. That's the show men with large guts love.
There's a...
You better tiptoe about it. Let's roll, homie. Families. You gonna represent the set now, homie?
Now that's the sound of refreshment. Sprung. Go AWOL from the Cola Wars with an energizing mix of lemon, lime, 10 times the caffeine and sugar. Plus, mercury and benzene for that extra pop. Yo, it'll bring the temperature right up and the bubbles. Other beverages use carbon dioxide. We use ether to kick up that fizz. Thanks to all that mercury, you won't remember anything that tasted so good. Now pick up a Sprung thermonuclear 6-pack. Kill thirst and live at the party. So all your friends are Sprung in a grenade-shaped can and enter the Sprung sweepstakes where you can win a real case of grenades. Sprung, blow your thirst right off in that brand new taste explosion.
It's a favorite show with serial killers and stalkers. Lonely Hearts is next.
All through the sultry anonymity of night and some of the day, you're on Lonely Hearts on WCTR, West Coast Talk Radio. Or as I like to call it, we can't talk right. I love you all. I'm your host, Christy McIntyre. Let's go to the phones.
Hi, Christy, my wife and I love your show. It really helps.
Aw, thanks. Do you want to tell us about it?
No.
Okay. Jenny on the line from Santa Maria. Hi, Jenny. How's your heart?
Broken, like my arm. And 2
two of my ribs.
What happened?
I married my childhood sweetheart, and it all went wrong. He's become a drunk, and he has a substance problem too. And now he beats me every day.
Stay with him, honey. After all, you're only lonely when you're alone.
But he keeps threatening to kill me.
Jenny, do you know the meaning of the phrase homewrecker?
No.
It stayed out there.
Careful now, Mary. I'm watching you right now.
Notice how many lonely hearts are lunatics? You wonder why, or perhaps not. Brian from Las Venturas.
Hey, dude, my name's Brian. I'm calling from Las Venturas. I want to talk about my heart.
Why do men just repeat back what you say and never listen? Are you brain dead, Brian?
Oh, actually, it's ironic that you say that. It's because my wife's been brain dead for years.
Oh, so sorry. I seemed all insensitive for a second there, possibly ruining my career. Would it help if I slept with you?
Oh, probably not, dude. No, she wouldn't even notice. I get away with it all the time now. Even after I did it with her sister. Actually, our relationship is better than ever. The passion is amazing. It gets worse. I'm a new person each time. If she was back to the way she was before the accident, wow, I'd put her in a coma myself.
Fantastic.
That's very informative. You know, last night I wondered what it would be like to be brain dead. Then I watched My Fine Uncles. God, I'd love to live in that house. Remember, a heart can mend, but a divorce lasts forever. Unless it makes you a widow. Hello?
I can help out some of y'all clients. This is busy. The pleasure dawns to anybody out there lonely. First of all, we all are people on this planet walking around. There's no reason for anybody to be lonely. That's why I'm in the radio. You know what I'm saying? People who got low self-esteem and they need to pick me up. They need to come down to the pleasure dome, hang out with me, Jizzy, and my girls. You know what I'm saying? They gonna keep me company.
About the car, motherfucker. Having fun gang banging, homie? Where you from, fool?
Then I burned down his place of business, and now I have a special surprise for him.
Ah, you have a great week. Isn't that really beautiful? That's all we have time for. If your heart is lonely, listen to other losers and you won't be lonely anymore. You'll want to spend the rest of your life in isolation, away from people, which is progress after all. Until next time.
I hope you enjoyed Lonely Hearts. It's always fun to laugh at other people's misery, isn't it? Next up on WCTR, the news. We try to make it interesting and not depressing.
This is Leanne Forget, WCTR. Foreigners are coming. Who are they and why should we care?